Asian, studying MCA in a SVC. Today I'm going to explain about database management system where I have chosen a school management system where I have created a 6 tables. First one is teachers table, subjects table, classes table, students table, exam table, result table, where these all tables are related to each other in the database. Let's the entity diagram. ER diagram is an entity relationship diagram which shows a relationship between two entities, how they are connected with each other in the database. Let's see about the exam entity. Exam is a unique entity having a 4 attributes of date, exam ID, subject ID, max mark, where exam ID performs as a unique key attribute where underlined ellipse indicates key attribute, date, subject ID, maximum marks, and the subject is also as an entity. Subject is a key attribute. Name is a multi-valued attribute. Class ID is a foreign key. Where I have mentioned the name is a multi-valued attribute because subjects can be multiple like database management system, web technology, C programming, like that multiple names will be there for the subject. So I will mention it as a multi-valued. And classes table has 3 attributes also called as a column name. Your class id is a unique and primary key. Teacher id is a foreign key from the teachers table. Class name and teachers table has 2 attributes. One is teacher id and another one is name. Name is a attribute of a teachers table, and teacher id is a unique and primary key of a teachers table. And name is a composite attribute where first name, middle name and last name is a combination of a name. And the result table has a 5 attribute where marks code, grade, exam id, student id, result id is a unique and a primary key. Student id is a foreign key from the student table. Exam id is also a foreign key from the exam table. Grade and marks code is a attribute of a result. Student table has a 4 attribute: student id, date of birth, class id, class name, where name is a varchar having a alphabets combination. Student id is a key attribute and also a primary key of a student table. DOB means date of birth. Class id is a foreign key from the class table, where in the ellipse shape, in a diamond shape, I have mentioned the relationship like teachers conduct exam, teacher conduct classes, and your subject and teachers have relationship. I mentioned it as in a diamond shape. Teachers take subjects, and now teachers and students relationship is teachers students, and the teachers, students, and the result and exam are having a relationship between where students holds result and so student holds exam, and exam also having a relationship between the result where exam holds result. Let's go where I have mentioned the teachers table here. There are 2 attributes as I mentioned in the AR diagram. There are 2 attributes. Column name is teachers ID and a data type is int primary key. Where I defined int because of a teacher ID means we can define it as a integer type because the teacher's ID is a number value, where we can define it as also and varchar because sometimes a teacher ID includes alphabets, name, varchar. Subjects table, subject ID, name, class ID. Subject ID is a primary key, name is a varchar, class ID is a foreign key. Foreign key means a key which is a build a relationship between one table to another table, means which is 2 tables should have a common column. Foreign key. Primary key means it's a unique key which we can access other records through primary key. Students table having a 4 attributes: student ID, primary key, name, varchar, DOB means date of birth, date is a data type where it should be declared as year, month, date. Class ID is a foreign key. And the exam table have 4 attributes: exam ID, primary key, subject ID, foreign key, DOC means date of conduction, date type, marks is integer data type. Result table has 5 attributes: result ID, primary key, student ID, foreign key, and exam ID, foreign key. Here we can identify 2 foreign keys, though by this we can define as a table can have more than 1 foreign key in a relationship. Grade, varchar, marks obtained, integer value. Before creating a table and inserting, we have to follow certain steps in a database creation, where I have used as 11G, Oracle 11G for this execution of the commands. First, we have to connect the database to our current database. To build connection, we have to provide username and password. We are supposed to create our desired database successfully connected. This is the command we get after successfully creating a database. Query to create a database, where I have mentioned in the red letters: create user, school identified by system. Your create user is a keyword, school is a database name, identified is also keyword, by is also keyword, system is a user name. After successful creation of database, we have to grant all privileges to use it by using query. To get access into our database, we have to take a grant from the database, where I used this command to get grant from that database. Grant all privileges to school. Here, after following all the above steps, now the database can be used. Creating the teachers table, I used this command: create table teachers, where create table is a keyword, teachers is a table name, teacher ID is a attribute, int is a data type, primary key is a constraint, name, where constraint is a rules given to the table how data to be inserted, name, varchar, where I have used a 50 size of varchar. Within the 50 size only the user should enter their name, or else the error will, if it exceeds 50, the error will occur. Within 50 it will accept it. And 5 values have been inserted to the teachers table, where insert into is a keyword, teachers is a teacher table name, teacher ID, name, values is a keyword, and we have to enter like this. If it is an integer value, no need of enclosed within a single quote. If it is a varchar, we have to enclose it within a single quote, where this defines a compiler, it is a string or varchar data type. Like that, I have inserted 5 values to the teachers table. Next, for viewing a table, I have used the command select star from teachers, where select is a selection operation. Star or asterisk defines selecting all the records and columns from the teachers table. Here we can see where I have inserted values are displayed in the output. Creating the class table. Creating table class. Class is a table name, class ID, int, primary key, class name, varchar, size of 50, teacher ID. Teacher ID is a foreign key, where we have to define like int, reference teacher, teacher ID. References is a keyword used to define the foreign key. Inserting the values to the class table. Here I have inserted 5 values, like insert into class, class ID, class name, teacher ID, values, where class ID is an int type, so we should have to enter an integer type. Class name is a varchar, we have to enclose within the single quote, where teacher ID must be the same as you are entered into the teachers table. Like that, I have inserted 5 values to the teacher. For viewing of the class table, I have used a select star from a class. where I got a teacher ID column also, because I have it is a foreign key which I access this table, this values from the teacher's table using a foreign key. And creating a subject table, where create table is a keyword, subject is a table name, subject ID in primary key, name varchar of size 20, class ID is a foreign key, int references from class. I have inserted five values like insert into a subject ID, name, class ID. These three are the column name. Values, subject ID is a integer type, so I have inserted an integer value. Class name is a varchar, where I have enclosed within the single quotes. Class ID, it must should be same as a class ID with where we have created a class table. To view the table, I have used the command select star from a subject, where the star selects all the columns which is recorded in the table. And creating a table student ID in primary key, name varchar 20, date of birth date, class ID, int references class ID, where I have inserted a five values. Insert into student as student ID, name, DOB, class ID, values 401 Chandana 3 October 2003, comma 201. Here it is the date should be enclosed within a single quote. That the date format should be same as like this. The month hyphen date hyphen month hyphen year. And to view the table, have used the select star from the student, where it displays all the records. Here you can see two values are repeated, because we can repeat two values in the name column, but we cannot repeat two values in the student ID because I defined it as a primary key. Creating an exam table. Create table is a keyword, exam is a table name, exam ID in primary key, subject ID in references subject ID, DOC, date of conduction. Here I have inserted five values. To see select star from exam, it displays all the columns which is present in the table. And has like same result, create table result ID in primary key, student ID in references student, it is a student ID is a foreign key, exam ID is a foreign key, grade varchar size of 5, where I have defined grade as a varchar because sometimes we got a and plus plus. Here operators also use it, so we have to define it as a varchar and enclose it within the single quotes. I have inserted five values. To view this table, I have used a select star from result, where I got four columns. Operations on selection. We can put all columns and records under execution. We can put all records under execution by using asterisk symbol. When we put asterisk symbol in the place of column name, where we will get all the records which are inserted into the table. And we can put particular column under execution. If you want any particular column under execution, that time also we can select using selection statement. Select here, I want a name from the subject table. I have inserted as select name from a subject table, where using select along with condition, where condition satisfied, that column or record, it has to be display. Using to perform this operation, we have three special operators like asterisk, equals, where is a keyword where it checks the condition and puts the table under execution. Condition execution. Select star from class, where class name is starts. I want class name which has starts a record, all the record, like I got class ID, class name, teacher's ID. Data manipulation language is a language where we have to perform some operation inside the table. That time we use data manipulation language. Like 4 types: insert, select, update, delete. Using update operation on a table, carefully see this table, where table before updation we have 4 records and 4 columns. Let's see how the table after the update operation. Here's update exam, set max marks is equal to 500, where exam ID is 504. Where I want to update the max marks, which exam ID is 504. So I used this command. I got one one row updated. I have to view that table to check whether the condition, whether the data is inserted or updated. Select star from exam, where I have highlighted in the red that record has been changed. Here that is 600, now it became a 500. Table before deletion and delete operation. Here there are 4 columns and 5 records, where I have to remove this Samrat record. So I have used the delete operation. I have used this command, delete from student, where student ID is 405. Delete from student. Student is a table name, where is a keyword. Student ID is a primary key of a student table, is equal to 405. 405 records must be deleted. Here only the 404 records is presented, where 405 record has been deleted, which is present in before the delete operation. Thank you.